Hey everybody, it's Steve, just a little red, back up here on the mountain. Turned back cold. Boy, it's pretty yesterday. Man, I'm gonna tell you, it's 70 degrees and the day is 40 degrees. Well, sun shining, somewhat, well, it's blue skies. So, I thought I'd do a little mechanicking. Ain't going down to the farm right now. Blood pressure went out the roof. So, got it sort of halfway under control right now. So, just a little red, he ain't one to bitch and moan, and he don't play politics, and he don't do that. Just Little Red says, hey, everybody do their own thing, and leave me alone, and I'll pit on play and I'll dig through the trash, and I'll make whatever I can happen, and if it does, it does, it don't, it don't. I don't know. Well, today's my bitching day. In October of 2014, my anniversary. I'm married married a long time. Well, took my wife out to lunch and we went back by it. She'd been looking for her new vehicle. Well, we did. We went by the Jeep place in the Grand Cherokee. It's limited, 4-wheel drive. I mean, it's nice. Got a leather power steering, wheel heated. It's got a lot of, it's fancy. I'm going to tell you, in October of 2014, it was high class. Well, been a good old husband I am. I said, happy anniversary. I'm going to buy you a Jeep. Well, it took us about 6 years to pay the thing off. We finally got it paid off, and she drove it for what, another 4 or 5 years, whatever. Well, the whole time we had that Jeep, I ain't never had a whole lot. I've pretty much learned to take care of my own stuff and all that, and change my own oil. But this particular vehicle, this 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee with a 3.6 little 6-cylinder. They wouldn't give us no deal, no price, or nothing like that, but it did weasel out about 5 or 6 oil changes. And we changed them on 5,000 miles. So the 0 mark, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20, and you see how it works. It's always. So when you're riding down the road and you see a 20 or a 25 or a 40 or 45, you gotta get the oil change. Jeep's running like a champ. I ain't had no problems out of it. And I know a lot of people say, you Jeeps, and like I said, this one's still. Well, back last year, my wife said I want to go back to the car. Kids are all grown and gone. Ain't hauling baseball bats and football cleats and all. Ain't hauling all that mess. She said she want to go back to a car. Well, I said the Jeep's too good. I want nothing. I don't want to get rid of it. They ain't give us nothing trading in, so we bought went on Japanese, bought a Nissan. It's pretty nice. Well, like I said, it's a car and she liked it. It's really comfortable and I like it. Nissan ain't had no problems out of it. So, we went to a Nissan car and she's driving it. I kept the Jeep, and I thought I'd let old Ramathorn here set. And Ramathorn eats fuel like it's going out of style, so I thought, well, I'll drive the Jeep, save the miles on Ramathorn, and we won't spend diesel fuel and all that stuff, and I run that Jeep around here. Well, now, the Jeep got 115,000 miles on it. So, from the 0 mile mark to the 110,000 mark, I ain't never changed oil in it. Took it back to the Jeep place. Always. That's what, 5 times 20 is 100, 20, 21, 20, 22 times they changed the oil in it. I just never thought about it. I don't change oil in it. I thought, well, heck, we'll try this and see how this works. 22 times the Jeep, the same dealership. They didn't take it nowhere else, and I didn't go to old Snippy and Jippy and all. I didn't do all that. I went back to the Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Chrysler, Plymouth, whatever it is, dealership. Pulled it in there. They even give us some, it was a couple times it popped out and they said, hey, we'll do 3 oil changes for $100. Well, that's $30 a shot. I can't buy the oil and oil filter for $30 and then crawl up under the damn thing myself. So, for 22 times, I let them change the oil. I never touched it. I put brakes and rotors on it, and I put a belt on it, an air filter and a cabin air filter, just maintenance stuff. I did that from the top. But they changed the oil, rotated the tires. And wind up about $45 on the average, 40, 45. Change the oil, rotate the tires. Man, I'm getting old. I don't want to crawl around there and drag tires and all that. But the 22 times they've changed the oil on this thing. Well, I've been driving it for about 6-8 months, and daggum thermostat hung up on it, and it messed up, throw the engine light and all that. It didn't hurt nothing. It just threw the light on. The thermostat like hung open, and it never would really heat up. So I changed the thermostat in it, no big deal. It's real simple, it's right there in front of the motor. Cleared the light out, well, no problem, everything's fixed. I thought, well, while I'm in here, it's got 115,000 and a couple odd miles on it, I'm gonna change the oil in it myself. I ain't paying nobody. Oh man, my goodness, I'll change my own oil. Well, that's what I thought. Well, that brings us to the video of the bitching. Get ready for us. This is going to be the bitching of bitching. Just Little Red, he don't bitch, he don't complain. He's fell off ladders, he's fell off roads, dropped trees on. Yeah, that's just part of life. But when you buy a Jeep and you take it back to a Jeep place and let them change the oil, you'd think they'd know how to change the freaking oil. Well, that's a Jeep oil pan right there. A 3.6 liter whatever Jeep oil pan. That's a brand new oil pan right there. You see them? Brand spanking new. I don't know who and what they have hired to do this. But I crawled up under it. Takes a 13 millimeter. You can look it up online. What's the drain plug size for a Jeep 3.6? 13 millimeter. You look up under there, you crawl up under there. That is what they have done. I don't know if you can see it. We'll get it right there. Oh, heck, far, right there. That's what they have done. And it's not the fact that it's rounded off. I did a little bit of that myself. I kid you not. I admit it. I've done a little bit of it. But whatever person has put that dead-gum drain plug in, I don't know if he torqued it to like 80 pounds. I don't know what he's done. I have no idea. That's not even the right drain plug for the Jeep. That's some, I don't know what it is. That is nothing but dealership stuff. I've never touched it. It's always every 5,000 miles been took to the dealership. And like I said, I've rounded the heck out of it. I put vice grips. I put lock things on it. I put the reverse easy outs on it. The ones that locked down and made the brake rounded nuts off. It will not budge. Will not budge. It's in there. I don't know if they've cross-threaded it. I can't tell. You look on the inside. You see that? It will not come out. But 22 times. You figure 20 in the hundreds every 5,000, and then it's got 110, so that's a 105 and 110. They changed the oil. Now that is a brand new oil pan with a brand new gasket we're gonna put on there. I was lucky I was able to get that, and that's what I'm doing right now. But that is what you go when you buy your new car. I don't care if you buy a Cadillac, I don't care if you buy a Porsche, whatever. That is courtesy of a dealership. My bitching is, you better beware. You better learn to take care of your own vehicles. Because I don't know, from what I've been around dealerships a long time. I've been in and out of them, and I've dealt with dealerships a lot over my lot of years. But the new guy, he gets hired, he's an oil change guy. Once he figures he can change oil and do that good, then he becomes a brake and rotor guy, and then he gets trained and he goes up the ladder and he becomes whatever. But that right there, like I said, it's not the right drain plug, first of all. And it's in there. Oil plug. Tighten it up. Go look on your specs. I even looked it up just because I was curious. 20 foot-pounds. That's it. Snug it up. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Oil filter, turn it on, and it even says it on the box. When it makes contact and tightens up, turn it a quarter turn and be done. Ain't never had an oil filter or drain plug fall out. But whatever that is, I don't know if that's 80 foot-pounds of torque, 100 foot-pounds of torque, cross-threaded. I don't know what in the world. I still can't get it out. I'm getting ready to, I don't know, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to get that damn thing out. But we're getting ready to crawl back up. Fortunately, on the Jeep and the 3.6, this oil pan sets, and you can get to every one of these bolts and drop this oil pan completely out of the way. You got to pry on a little bit. The factory sealing's pretty tight on it, but once you get it out, you can see where I had to pry a little bit right there. But once it breaks the seal loose, it drops down. Only thing about it is, the thing takes 5 quarts of oil That right there holds about maybe a quart and a half, 2 quarts at the most. So you got about 3 or 4 quarts that's gonna come out on you. But I'm telling you, my bitchin', learn to take care of your own vehicles, or find you somebody. If you don't, you ain't got a place to do it. Be careful going to these places, because a lot of these times, there's some screwball people that'll deadgum lock one in there and say, well, you know, I'll make that thing so tight it won't come out. Dadgummit. That. It's going to cost me a little bit, and half a day and a couple of frosty cold beverages, but I'll fix it. I'll change my oil. I ain't got to the filter yet. I don't know what they've done to it, but we'll deal with that on the next one. But that's my bitching. And you know, Just Little Red, he don't bitch. He don't bitch, he don't gripe, he don't grumble, he just happy. But I'm gonna keep this Jeep, and I'm gonna change the oil, and I'm gonna maintain it. And I'm gonna drive it for another however many miles till something blows up on it or whatever, or till the oil pan falls off. Hell, I don't know. We'll see what it's gonna be. But that's Just Little Red's griping and bitching. I hope y'all learn a little something about this. Be careful when you go to these little quick lube, quick whatever. Make sure you got the right person and he knows what he's doing, or he ain't gonna sit there and what, I don't know. Like I said, but this right here, it ain't moving. I don't even know, I don't even have a clue what I'm gonna do. But that's the old one. We're gonna put the new one on, and we're gonna just tighten it and snug it. 20 pounds, not much. I mean, 20 pounds ain't, but that's it. Was it a Ugga Dugga, whatever? I don't know what it is. But that's Just Little Red. That's your information. Keep that in mind, because if this was most of the other cars, that oil pan won't fall down just as easy as this one will. You'll have to jack the motor up and do it. It'll turn into just a nightmare. Just Little Red. I'm Steve. I griped a little bit today, but sun's out. It's 45 degrees. I got a little bit done. I got a little headache from laying on the concrete floor in there, because I ain't real good at this right here. I ain't got no garage or nothing like that. But Just Little Red. Hey, if this helps you out, if you don't like it, Just Little Red don't gripe much. We'll find something funny next time. We'll have something cool. Just Little Red. I'll see you. Hit a like, hit a subscribe. Y'all have a good one. Dumb bitch. Oh, damn it.